Yo, what up? This is Mike Brown,
This is Alpha.
and this is The Art of Letting Go.
Letting go. Letting go.
Yeah, man.
What's going on, brother?
Not too much. Today's episode is definitely inspired by getting older
Okay.
and just looking at my 32 years of living, like the lessons that I've learned.
Happy belated.
I appreciate that. But the biggest lesson that I've learned is that you can't avoid the inevitable.
Right.
And it makes me look at my journey and just some of the things that I've avoided and how they keep resurfacing continuously in my life.
Yeah.
And now I'm in a place where it's like, I'm going to just get through it and go through it.
Yeah, man. It's important to I've learned that the hard way too. It's important to embrace even the things that seem like you just don't want to even deal with, to learn to deal with those things so that you can get past them and continue to move on, because like you said, they just keep coming back. Like,
Absolutely.
it doesn't matter what it is.
I recognize most of mine come from fear.
Okay.
I think most of my life, I probably lived my life very fear-based, and even the things that I feared, I still had to deal with them at some point.
Right.
So now it's just like busting through those walls and doing it. One thing that I recognize in my own path is that I'm afraid, not that I'm afraid, but I've always been afraid to ask people to support what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Whether it be purchasing a CD or, you know, sharing a post with their friends or anything. I kind of get a little self-conscious about asking people for that because, you know, sometimes you don't want to hear a no, but I'm in a place in my life right now where I'd rather hear the no than not hear an answer at all.
Right. Right.
So that is definitely me taking a step in my growth and recognizing that I don't have any fear. You know, I was thinking this weekend when I really reflected on where I'm at in my life right now, there's not one thing that I could think of that I'm afraid of. And
That's real.
That feels really good.
That's real. I think that I've learned to live with my fear. I think that there's things that I'm still definitely afraid of. Like even last night, I went to a bigger studio and there was a lot of different people there, and I had to, you know, do certain things. I was writing, I was recording, I was helping somebody else write, and I was a little like intimidated for a little bit, and I actually could feel it. I could feel it in my hands, and it was funny. But I just use the fear now. You know what I'm saying? Like I've learned how to use, because it's all energy, right?
Yeah.
And so I've learned to use whatever energy that I have at the moment to do whatever it is that I'm doing in the moment.
Yeah.
And it's really it's becoming transferable. Like even when you're, I remember I was talking, it was actually Luther. I was talking to Luther, and we were talking about when you get angry about something, and to turn that anger into something productive instead of harboring it and being aggressive and taking it out on somebody else.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of where I'm at with my fear right now. Like I definitely still feel it, but I'm ready to embrace it and
That's what's up.
and keep pushing forward through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like for me, I'm in a place where if I were to find something that I was afraid of, it would be more so something that's distracting me from what the main cause of everything is.
Got you.
Like I just have no immediate fears. Like I said, my biggest fear in releasing a project was actually having to reach out to people and ask them for a listen, ask them for a post, ask them for a purchase. And really looking at that as being my biggest fear, it's like, that ain't shit.
Right.
So now it's
funny.
about just doing that shit, you know? Nothing looks scary to me. And I think for the part of my journey that I'm in, it can't.
Right. Right. It's funny that you said that. That's the thing that you fear the most. And sometimes when you take a step back and you really look at what you're afraid of, it's not big at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like what you said. I believe you said it on the project about fear being the boogeyman.
Yeah.
And it's really just that. Like you kind of make it up for yourself.
Right.
You can determine when you're ready to get over that, when you're ready to stop believing in the boogeyman or not. And so I just think that it's dope that you're at that point. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
Because and I think that it's cool that there's a difference too. Like
Yeah.
I think I'm learning to use my fear, and the fact that you're just completely overcoming it. And I guess in a way I'm overcoming it too by using it.
Yeah.
But I just think it's cool. Like I think that different people can do different things and manage things differently. But it's good to learn
Absolutely.
from the person that you're talking to, that you're living with, that you're doing life with. And I do want to congratulate you on releasing your project.
I appreciate that.
I think it's really dope.
I appreciate
I need you
that.
to send me some stuff so I can push it.
That's a bet. I got you.
So you don't have to ask me. I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Because I definitely want to push it because I like it a lot.
That's a bet.
But yeah, man, I think that, you know, if there's anything in this world that you feel like you can't do it.
Yeah.
And just to see, like, if you really can't. I mean, sometimes you really might not be able to do that, but try if you really want it.
Man, it's all a learning lesson. I think the more experiences you get, the more you're able to learn. So I'm in a place right now where I want to keep experiencing so I can keep learning.
Right. It's all about growth, man.
Yeah.
It's all about growth. At this point, it is definitely all about growth for me. Like, every day I'm learning. I'm pushing myself constantly, man. Like, I'm exhausted right now, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you can see how red my eyes are, but I am tired. But it's like, all right, I still got stuff I need to do. I still got stuff I need to handle. So regardless if it's fear, if it's tiredness, if it's the lack of energy, if it's whatever, like, you know, you definitely need to get your rest. But if there's something that you want, and I've said it before, if there's something that you want, you have to go get it.
Right.
Because it's not going to be given to you. It's not, the world doesn't hand you anything.
Very true.
Unless you ask for it.
Yeah. And even with asking for it, you still got to put in that work. Like, you still got to put in those hours for it to even come remotely close to you.
Right.
You know, it's a lot of times in my life, you know, I've said I wanted things and put forth a little bit of effort, and I've seen a glimpse of what that looked like.
Man,
so just knowing that and experiencing that multiple times, it's like, oh, I got to just keep jumping in order for me to fully receive what is in store for me.
Mm-hmm. Consistency is key.
Yeah.
As long as you're consistent at whatever it is, even if it's 5 minutes a day, you know what I'm saying? And of course we want it to be longer than that, but if all you can give is 5 minutes a day, then give that 5 minutes.
Man, you gotta commit something realistic to yourself. Like, it ain't about what anybody else feels. If you feel like 5 minutes a day is enough for you to start, why not?
Right. You gotta start somewhere.
You gonna be in that repetition so much that 5 minutes is gonna simplify, and then you're gonna get to the point where it's like, okay, I want to add 7. I want to do 10.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's all practice.
Yeah, man, it definitely is. And on a side note, I want to ask, did you get a chance to enjoy your birthday? Did you have some fun?
I did. For me now, enjoying my birthday is doing whatever I want to do without the constraint of time.
Got you.
So if I want to spend the whole day at the beach and not have nothing else to worry about, I can spend the whole day at the beach. If I want to do whatever I can. But this year, I spent most of the day at home working on stuff, completing things. Yeah, man, I really did a lot of stuff for myself. And then that night, I ended up going out and hanging out and having a good time doing something I wanted to do, but I really made it about me and took time to appreciate myself, time to focus on myself.
Yeah.
Like, all of that was very meaningful for me.
So it sounds like what you gave yourself for your birthday was accomplishment.
Yeah.
Like, there was things that you had in mind that you wanted to do, and you accomplished your goals, and that's a great birthday gift, man.
Man, I don't want to disappoint myself no more.
Yeah.
Nobody else gets disappointed other than me when I don't accomplish things that I want to do. So, you know, I'm going for everything that I've ever said in my life that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because we got limited time.
Right.
You got limited time till either those ideas go somewhere else, somebody else gets that idea, or it just leaves your mind and it just evaporates.
Speaking on that, I feel like LeBron took my idea about that barbershop thing. LeBron, hey dog, I don't know who conversation you heard. I don't appreciate you taking my idea, but no, I agree with you. But I didn't. But you're right though. Like I didn't bite on it. Like I had the idea for years, and I never did anything with it. And next thing I know, I'm watching LeBron and Drake talk on HBO.
It's real, man.
The barbershop. So You're absolutely right. Like the ideas are gifts,
Yeah,
and they're given to you for a limited time, and then they're given to somebody else. And if you
absolutely.
don't take advantage of the time that you have with the gift that you're given, it's gone.
Yeah,
It's not yours to keep. You know what I'm saying? And so I definitely agree with you on that. As far as accomplishing the things, I definitely feel like the same way. As far as if I don't get things done, I'm disappointed. I'm looking at myself like, why didn't I do that? Nobody else is telling me anything.
yeah,
Everybody else is like, oh, you doing this and you doing that, and it's like that's not what I want to do though.
right.
And so I'm just there. I'm there with you too, man.
That's what's up.
I'm there with you too, as far as just accomplishing goals, setting goals and accomplishing them, being a man of my word, and just following through with everything in life. And not even like on some pressure type shit. Like just it's what I want to do.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And it makes me feel good to do it. That's I wish somebody would have told me that when I was younger, how good it makes you feel to accomplish goals.
man.
Like it feels so good, man.
My mom had me setting goals in middle school, you know, and that shit has always been beneficial to me. It's always something that I've done. You know, I look at my life, and I've been the same person my whole life. Somewhere in becoming an adult and becoming a quote-unquote man, that shit got tainted, but I'm reconnecting with all of that.
Yeah.
Reconnecting with setting goals, reconnecting with just being able to express myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's an interesting life that we all live, you know,
Straight
and
up.
just how all the things that you learn, they stay inside you and they get blocked by other shit, but they also are those things that can help you reach those next levels. Like
Absolutely.
I'm definitely getting in touch with my inner child just to make sure that I'm still in tune with me
Right.
and my core.
Right. Because at the end of the day, that's really who you are. I feel like this adult stuff is fake. To a degree, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as how you're supposed to live your life and what you're supposed to do on a day in and day out basis, like you don't have to live that way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you live based on what you think is best for you.
Yeah,
And I mean that's really where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like if, of course I say that with God in mind, but at the same time I have to acknowledge that I have to a certain degree lived my life up to the point of probably like last year or 2 years ago, with the idea of what I was expected to do versus what I wanted to do and who I believed I was.
yeah.
And I believe that I'm living in that now. And it's just amazing.
That's what's up.
It's really amazing, man. And so, again, I want to commend you on releasing the project. I'm really proud of you for getting that done and getting it out. I think it's dope. Everybody check it out. Care Less. I'm a public myself. You ain't even got to do it.
That.
Mike Brown, Care Less, is on everything. Check it out. He gonna make some videos for it too if I got to shoot him. And we go get this thing rocking, man. So, yeah, man. Is there anything else you want to share with the people today?
Nah, man, that's all I had today.
All right, Doc. Well, where can we find you at?
You can find me on all social media at Just Mike Brown. You can find me on all streaming services under Mike Brown. Careless is available.
Hey.
It is also available on PrimoMiguel.com if you would like to purchase and download that. Have some other releases on there as well. Where can the people find you?
You can find me at Alpha Presents, ALFPHA _presents on social media. You can find Joshua's Lyric on Apple Music, Tidal, everything. Look up Joshua's Lyric under Alpha. And you can find us on Apple Music or iTunes and SoundCloud under the Art of Letting Go podcast, as well as Instagram. And we ain't got no Twitter, right?
No, but we are on YouTube.
We are on YouTube. So check us out. Let us know what you think. And we look forward to hearing from y'all.
This is Mike Brown.
This is Alpha.
And this is The Art of Letting Go.
Letting go. Letting go. Peace.
Peace.